Well, construction major NCC is in focus after an arbitral tribunal judged that Sembcorp will have to pay 197 crore rupees to NCC against its claim of around 600 crore rupees in the dispute. We have with us Mr. Neerad Sharma, who is the head of strategy at NCC, who's joining us on the show. Hi, Mr. Sharma. Good morning. Thanks so much for joining in. Well, could you give us a sense? Will you or Sembcorp contest this particular arbitration level at higher judicial benches? And also, if you could tell us, when do we know the final impact?
See, firstly, this matter is a sub judice matter, and this is not really the right platform to discuss. The second point that I intend to share with you is the award has just come, it has just been pronounced on 14th of this month, and the award runs into thousands of pages, so it takes really time to study, evaluate the next course of action. And I hope you will agree with me that, during a course of TV interview, I would not preempt all the choices that I have at my disposal to defend our interests.
Mr. Sharma, if you all were asking for 600 crores and you have been awarded close to 200 crores, the street would like to understand whether or not, since it's a little lower, will you challenge it? I mean, is that the outlook that you all have, the thought process as of now?
It depends. Depends. As I shared with you, the judgment, the award had just come out. We are in the process of consulting the experts, who are experts. On the basis of the input that we get from them, then only it would be possible for us to take a view. It is really premature, and a little too early to sit in a judgment on a possible move. And, I also take this opportunity to share with you and your viewers that there is a window of about 90 days that is given to each party to file an appeal.
Okay.
So it is really premature, for me to comment on this.
Okay, got that. Mr. Sharma, we hopefully will have you back then, when you can give us some more clarity on this, perhaps in this 90-day time frame. But, let's move on and talk about the business as well a little bit now. If you can take us through the recent orders that you won under the RDSS scheme, just take us through the kind of deal that is and what you're expecting in terms of the revenue from these orders and what is the kind of margins that these will be executed at.
Sure. So I just, let us go back in time. In the first quarter results, when we announced our numbers, we had an order book of about 54,110 crore. In month of July, we have also shared with you, total orders that we have bagged in month of July, that is 1919 crore. Plus this meters order and other orders that we have bagged in last month, that is the month of August. If we just add all these numbers, we are already sitting at, highest ever order book of 64,427 crore. So about these orders that we have bagged on this RDSS scheme, these orders are really 4 orders. The top three orders are for the installation of smart meters. 2 orders are from the state of Maharashtra, and the total order value from these 2 orders would be, about 5,700 odd crores.
Mr. Sharma?
Yeah.
Mr. Sharma, we do have the order details. In fact, they're flashing on the screen right now as well. If you could just take us through what the timeline is for the execution of these orders. What do you see it adding to your revenue and the margin on this? We do have the details of all of the orders that you're mentioning.
Yeah, sure. So as you are aware, these orders, we have to execute these orders, about 9 years, 3 months time. So these orders are, kind of, annuity kind of projects. What happens in these projects is, firstly, in the first phase of the project, we have to do a detailed survey, procure the meters, prepare detailed plans, then install all these meters in the first 27 months. And as and when we install the meters, there are a lot of the numbers, really runs into lakhs. So as and when we install the meters, the revenue cycle starts for each of these villages, each of, these retail connections. And as and when we move forward, let us say that in a first month, second month, third month, we are able to install and demonstrate successful connectivity for XYZ meters, the revenue cycle for all these meters would start. And then we have to continue to run these projects, for the total project life cycle is about 9 years, 3 months. Then we have to hand over all these, meters to our end client. This is what the project is all about.
Got it. All right, Mr. Sharma, now just getting back to that Sembcorp issue, we'll wait by for those 90 days for you all to take a decision. But I just want to understand how much is payable to vendors from whatever you all get from Sembcorp?
The numbers that I have shared with you, that you have just announced, that is 606 crore. This is net of everything.
Okay.
This is the net number that is there in our books.
Okay. All right. So, so if you don't get any more money from Sembcorp, then there's no problem with regard to your suppliers, right? Payment to suppliers. Suppose.
Yeah, as of now. But why do you say that we will not get any money from, the counterparty? Why are we trying to sit? Yeah.
No, Mr. Sharma, we hope that, things work out well for you, your company, but we just want to put out, what all is on the board as of now. And as you're saying, the net number is what you're focusing on. So then there would not be any more risk.
That's right.
Got it. All right. And final question before we let you go. Earlier you all had given us a guidance for the year. I think you all were looking at around 20,000 crores, if I'm not mistaken, in terms of revenue growth. Order inflow, you were looking at around 20,000 crores and revenue growth of around 20%. You stick to that?
That's right. In fact, this is the question that I was trying to answer. The order book guidance that I have shared with the street is 26,000 crore. And as we speak, we have already achieved, about 70 to 71% of that number. So we are very comfortably placed as we speak on the order book. The revenue growth also 20% growth number that we have shared with you. We are quite confident of achieving that number as well as we speak.
So do you have a new guidance then on both the revenue and the order book front?
We do not have. As we speak, we continue to stick with the same number that we have shared with you.
Okay. All right. Mr. Sharma, it's been good speaking to you. Thanks so much for joining in. You're sounding very, very optimistic about business. We look forward to having a chat with you and getting further clarity in the next couple of weeks or so.